What's happening, all you guys of purpose and integrity? This message is for the young guys and unfortunately for the old guys as well. And this message is to let you know that you need to start saving for your financial future today. You need to make this a habit so that when you are mature, older per se, you're not struggling financially. And if you don't create those habits while you're young, 15, 18, 20 years old, by the time you're 50 and 60, you'll be like most people on this planet, living paycheck to paycheck at the age of 60 and 70 years old. Are you kidding me? Man, it don't take a lot of money to build wealth. There's a gentleman on this great internet called Dave Ramsey. He teaches people how to become debt free and how to build wealth and have $1 million in 11 years. How many 25-year-olds do you know that have $100,000 socked away? How many 30-year-olds do you know that have $500,000 socked away? How many 40-year-olds do you know that have $1 million socked away? And I'm not talking about people that's making $100,000, $120,000 a year. I'm talking about everyday average people that make $40,000, $60,000, $80,000 a year that's got more than $2 million socked away by the time they're 50 years old. Now, let me tell you something. Would you rather be 50 years old and work when you feel like it, or 50 years old and have to punch that clock every day just to stay out of jail? I mean, in the great USA, it's a crime to be too broke. If you too broke, you can't pay Uncle Sam. They will come get you and lock you up. And sad to say, there are some people that's doing desperate things just to keep their lights on. And it shouldn't be that way. As a young man, you need to start saving a portion of every dime you make. Every dime you make, you should put away at least a penny to 1.5 cents for your distant future. When you see these people driving Lamborghinis and Maybachs and living on a street with a 4-car garage, 2 in the front, 2 on the side, and got a house so high you can't see the trees behind it, you think those people just woke up a year ago and started making that money? No. You're looking at a man or a woman that started investing at a very young age. They make $1,000, they put no less than $100 away in some investment account for their distant future. I want to encourage you, don't be like most people and have to work till you die, or get so old that you can't work no more and then try to make it off of, some kind of social security or something like that. That is not abundant life. It's not abundant living. You need to start saving a portion of your income for your distant future so that when you're 30, 40, 50 years old, you're not still struggling living paycheck to paycheck. When there's some loved one in your life, like your mom or your brother or something like that has a need, you can help them without it affecting your everyday living. Let me tell you something. I would much rather have $3-4 million socked away and nobody know it than to be trying to figure out how I'm going to pay my light bill next week at the age of 60. That's just a crying shame, because all you have to do is create the habit of saving for your distant future, and you can have a financial secure future that will allow you and give you the liberties to live how you want to, especially when you get tired of working. When you get 45, 50 years old, you don't want to have to put up with some junk at a job. You want to be able to look at those people and say, hey, this job has become unreasonable. I'm going to go find me another one. Shut that thing down and look for another avenue of employment that you will enjoy. But if you broke and don't have enough money to make it through a couple of months, you can't quit that job and find another one. You got to try to find another one while you're putting up with the crap there. So, hey, let me encourage you. If you're 20 years old, really, and you've been working 4 or 5 years, you should have $50,000 to $100,000 put away. If you're 30 years old, you've been working about 10 years, you should have at least $500,000 put away, maybe a little more. If you're 40 years old, getting close to 50, you should already be past $1 million, $1.5 million put away for your retirement. And if you're 60 years old, man, you should have $2-3 million put away. And if you don't have that, I want you to stop what you're doing. Connect with some financial planner or a financial mentor, somebody like Dave Ramsey. It's never too late to get started. Number 1, get out of debt. Number 2, save for emergencies. Number 3, start putting away money for your future. And number 4, become generous once you get your retirement settled up and put away. So, I hope you take this to heart. Don't be like most of us and got to work to the day you die. Get yourself in a position where you can have financial freedom. I hope that makes sense. Have a great day.